this 1793 document. This is a really interesting example of how the American Revolution and how the experience of the Revolution had an impact on France. So you'll see a close-up of this, but what we have here is a discharge. This is the discharge of a soldier named Charles Francois, if you couldn't get like a more stereotypical French name. But Charles Francois was a sergeant, and you'll notice that this discharge is from the French Republic. As I said, dated 1793. He's serving in the 13th Infantry Regiment. But you'll notice on French discharges from this time period, they also mention just a summary of their service. And specifically on this soldier, he was in the campaigns in America of 1780, 81, 82, and 83. So Charles Francois, we know, served in the Regiment de Bourbonnois, which is one of the 4 regiments of infantry that the Comte de Rochambeau brings with him to Newport, Rhode Island. They end up marching down the East Coast, serving at the Battle of Yorktown, and then marching up a little bit before heading back over to France. So this soldier serves through the American Revolution with this, what they call the Expedition Particulière, and then goes back and serves in France's Revolutionary Army. Each soldier in the French Army also received a nom de guerre, that, a war name that they would also be referenced to. And Charles was nicknamed Charleroi, or King Charles. And for some reason, around about 1791, they changed his name from Charleroi just to Charles. So you can start to see, the impact that the king has upon the French army. This is a royal army. Their allegiance oftentimes is to the king over any sort of nationality or country. And many of those soldiers retain that. Charles Francois is different, though. He continues service in his regiment as it becomes the regiment of France's Republican Army, the Revolutionary Army, and will serve in these early years of the French Revolution, eventually being discharged in the town of Bitche, B-I-T-C-H-E, which is in the east of France and famously liberated by the U.S. Army in 1944. So, this is a personal story of one of these soldiers who experienced the American Revolution, but his revolutionary experiment doesn't end in 1783. It continues on with him as he goes back to France.